People so want to complicate manifestation, but what I've learned after rifling and sifting through all of the information, because I've probably seen it all, is manifestation is extremely simple. And I'm going to break it down for you right now. Manifestation is simply identity. And I know we hear that so much, but what does that even mean? It means all we have is the present moment. You do not have the future. You do not even have the past, because time is not real, and the only thing that you have is the present moment. Ruminating, thinking about, reflecting on the past is not going to change the past. And in fact, it will keep you stuck in the past. So when I say that there is no such thing as time, that you actually can't go back to the past, there is a caveat to that you actually can go back to the past if all you're going to do is think about the past. If you're going to relive So if you're going to sit and ruminate about the past, then you are the identity of the person stuck in the past. If you ruminate about the future of like, oh, when I have this, when I have that, then I'll be happy, then you're stuck in that future identity that isn't real. So either way, unless you're in the present moment, like focusing on the present moment and your identity in the present moment, then you're lost in old identities or unknown future identities that haven't come to fruition yet. So if we know that all you have is the present moment, then we, in every single moment, embody the identity of the person that already has it. Because as we know, the 3D will configure itself around what our identity is. And so if you know you want something, you're not going to be in the identity of wishing and wanting and hoping and looking for signs, because then you're just stuck in waiting and wishing. But if you are in the identity of having it and being content in having it and being satisfied and fulfilled in having it, then 3D rearranges around you to bring it to you. So I'm recording this video in 3 different parts of the day. If all we have is the present moment and what we receive or our 3D bends around our identity, then that means in every single moment you need to embody the identity of the person who has it, what you want. So for example, I run a business, and if you're an entrepreneur, you know it is full-on spiritual work, and it takes a lot of healing, and it takes a lot of facing your limiting beliefs, because even when you have success, great fast success, you will be faced with limiting beliefs and your old patterns and your old stories, because that is the trauma of the ego, and that is the trauma of the life that we live in this earthly experience. We are going to be affected by trauma and ego in the past. So in every given moment, I have to embody and believe that I am the shit. I am going to kill this business. I never lose. I dominate. Everything always works out for me. And in moments when I'm doubting and I'm stressed, there's no toxic positivity here. We are going to feel the feelings, but we're going to get to the core of where those feelings come from and continue to do the healing work. I've said this from day one, and almost every single video that I make on this app ties back to this one central belief that everything you could ever want is on the other side of your healing. And people that live mundane, boring ass lives that never change and never get better, and they're stuck in a victim mentality, I can bet that they never heal. They never heal. They don't even know what that is. They reject healing, actually, because everything you could ever want is on the other side of your healing, and that includes moment to moment. So if you're having a moment where you're stressed and pressed and you're doubting yourself, go inward and heal. Heal the trauma, heal the egoic part of you that has been damaged by your parents or limiting beliefs that were given to you in school or whatever drama you went through that has now affected you. Go inward and heal that part. Feel the emotions. Don't try to bypass the emotions, but feel the emotions and then go inward and do the healing from moment to moment to moment, or get to the next good feeling. So if something happens that you don't prefer, if something happens in my business that I don't prefer, I don't get a job, I don't get something that I wanted, something is disappointing me, I am not in the identity of a person who loses. I am not in the identity of a person where things don't work out. And so I will feel disappointed for a moment, but then I will get back to a good feeling. I will try to get back to a good feeling. So I will focus on the things I have in my life that I do love, my abundance. I will go ground in the earth. I will snuggle my partner or my child. I will get back to a good feeling, because in every given moment, Our identity in that moment is creating our 3D around us. So it's okay if we have things we don't prefer. We can feel certain feelings about that for a while and like have that human experience, do whatever healing needs to be done in the moment, but then get back to the good vibe feeling, the identity of the person who always wins, who things always work out for, who is surrounded by love, who is surrounded by abundance. And that is how you manifest over your life. Slow and steady, you will watch. Things will work out for you. You will always get what you want, and you will have success in everything that you do.